Our original request, the city of New Orleans now says it has a record that it first said didn't exist. A Fox 8 investigation this week detailed recent claims by Mayor Cantrell and her communications director that didn't appear to be backed up by documentation. That included a claim by Mayor Cantrell that she received a public records request from someone asking how many bereavement days she took after her husband died. Fox 8 then asked for a copy of that request through the city's public records portal. The law department responded that it did not have records responsive to our request. 2 weeks ago, we emailed Cantrell's communications team informing them that the law department told us no records existed and asked for clarification. We asked the city to respond by Monday, September 11th at 2 p.m. When that deadline passed with no response, we sent another email extending our deadline to September 15th at noon. Again, the city did not respond. However, today, the mayor's communications director, Gregory Joseph, called our newsroom to inform us that NOLA.com reporter Ben Myers had sent him a text message asking for the number of days the mayor took off after her husband's death and sent us a screenshot of that text message. It's unclear why this information wasn't supplied as a response to our initial request or why the administration didn't respond to our follow-up emails.